Here's an example of a professional code of ethics. In this case, it's with engineers. You notice that it deals with some of the basic ethical qualities that we've talked about earlier. Honesty, impartiality, integrity, fairness, equity, dedicated to the protection of public health, safety, and welfare. Now, this is important. That may sound like boilerplate, but it's not. What it's saying is, because of the role that engineers play, engineers have a duty to consider public health, safety, and welfare. That means that above and beyond simply being good people, engineers have a specific responsibility to care about this. If you do something, for example, that's in clear violation of this, then that may raise questions with whether or not you should be a PE, a professional engineer. Some of the fundamental canons. Now notice, this is the preamble. So what this is doing is this is basically saying, okay, here are the kinds of characteristics, the sort of basis that we expect engineers to follow. This is some of the fundamental requirements, okay? So you say, well, you should be fair and honest and you should think about the public. Well, what does that mean? Well, this means that you have to consider yourself to be a servant of the public even when you're working for private companies or private businesses or consulting firms. That you have to hold paramount the safety and welfare of the public. And the reason is obvious. Many engineered products interact directly with the public and are complex enough so that the public doesn't understand what some of the possible dangers might be. So it's up to the engineer to create a safe product. Perform services only in areas of their competence. This, again, sounds like it's pretty simple, but of course in the real world the problem is that you will almost never feel that you know everything you need to know about a particular challenge. That's why they're challenges. In the real world, problems don't come neatly packaged. They come as mixed bundles of social and cultural, engineering, economic issues. And you may not be as familiar with some of those dimensions as you are with the engineering. Public statements in an objective and truthful manner. Again, this is going to your behavior. This is how you implement the preamble. Faithful agents or trustees for your employee or client. So notice that what this is saying is you have a duty, and it goes to the public and to the employer or client. What happens if your obligation to the client conflicts with your obligation to the public? These are where some of the more difficult issues arise. Avoid deceptive acts, that's pretty obvious. And conduct yourself honorably. Again, that's pretty obvious.